Another report of Chinese harassment in the West Philippine Sea. But this time around, the Chinese Coast Guard kicked Filipino fishermen out of the Bajo de Masinloc and even told the Filipinos to return the shellfish that they caught back into our own territory. Now, that incident took place on January 12 and was caught on two separate footage released by the Philippine Coast Guard. Let's watch that.
Pwera mo natin, tabidyoan natin.
Ayun, hinaharang nila yung bangka na service ng bangka na Filipino. Yan, tinaboy sila ng China Coast Guard. Saktan sila yan.
Dala silang pamalo.
Hindi sila pwede manakit yan. Manakit sila, nakabidyo sila.
Isa ko yung mga baril sila na ay. Balik nyo na rito!
News 5's Gio Robles was able to speak with one of the fishermen in an exclusive interview. He is Jack Tabat, 36 years old, who admits feeling fear every time he recalls the incident. Sabi ni Jack, ginamitan pa raw sila ng megaphone ng mga tauhan ng Chinese Coast Guard. Nagkaroon pa raw ng habulan. And before they were asked to leave the area, the Chinese Coast Guard went after the dolphin shells of taktakon caught by the group of fishers. Jack says the Chinese did not allow them to return to their mother boat unless they returned the shells back to the water. China even deployed its own rubber boats to tail the Filipino boat being used by the fishermen.
Tapos nung kumuha na yung kasama ko sa Scarborough, sa may hunasan, sabi nila, biglang lapit nung China Coast Guard, nagbaba sila ng rubber boat. Pinuntahan nila yung kumuha ng mussel. Bakit sila pinagbabawal? Shells lang naman yung kukunin nila para pang ulam pananghalian.
Now, how's the situation of our Filipino fishermen now, and what do Philippine authorities have to say about the latest Chinese harassment? Gio Robles gives us the answers. Gio.
Denise, you know what? The fishermen have returned here in Infanta, Pangasinan following that incident. But for Jack Tabat, one of the fishermen, it's still confusing why China kicked them out of Bajo de Masinloc or Scarborough Shoal when it's part of the Philippine territory. In my exclusive interview, Jack told me that even if they wanted to fight back, they have no means to do so against the China Coast Guard.
Gusto na nilang lumabad pero ang inisip nila, baka kami lang di mapapahamak kasi bangka lang gamit namin sa kanila, barko. Anong laban ng bangka sa barko?
Jack added that such incidents are not new to them. He says his own boat was rammed by a Chinese Coast Guard ship in the past.
Bilangga talaga yung service boat ko. Pero yun wala akong video. Pero totoo yung, in-interview din ako ng Navy. Bilangga po talaga yung service boat ko na pataob. Buti nakabalik yung bangka ko. Tapos yung kasama ko, puntik pang mahulog.
Jack also expressed frustration over the constant harassment being faced by Filipino fishermen in our own territorial waters.
Api-api talaga tayo. Inaangkin na nila talaga. Inaangkin na nila para maproteksyonan din kami na mangingisda. Kasi meron ding mangingisdang China doon napoproteksyonan sila ng China Coast Guard. Kay President Sir Bongbong, dapat ngayon po sana ma-actionan na rin kaagad. Ang gusto lang naman namin, yung malaya din kami makapangisda sa loob ng Scarborough.
Denise, the National Security Council condemned the Chinese Coast Guard's latest harassment in the disputed waters. The NSC expressed their worries over the incident, especially as they initially expected 2024 to be a more peaceful year for the West Philippine Sea. This also came on the heels of a bilateral consultation, a meeting held last week between the Philippines and China. Denise, from Infanta here in Pangasinan, back to you and good evening.
Thank you for that, Gio Robles.